Hello and happy February 11th. And if this is your birthday, I wish you a happy, happy birthday and an amazing, magnificent year to come. So, today we're going to be reading from The Secret Language of Birthdays, your complete personology guide by Gary Goldschneider and Joost Elfers. And so let's see here. This is the day of improved comfort. So let's jump right in. Month February, day 11. Your sign is 21 to 23 degrees Aquarius. You're an Aquarius 3 sun sign, and you're a fixed air sign. The day of improved comfort. All right. Many born on February 11 make a contribution toward improving the quality of life around them. Such improvements may be of a conceptual, inventive nature, or of a distinctly hedonistic variety. In either case, the physical well-being of those close to them is likely to not only be looked after, but improved. The key concept for February 11 people is improvement, for they believe that things are never really as comfortable or efficient as they could be. Although comforts and luxuries may result from their efforts, most February 11 people themselves are not hedonists. It is only the less highly evolved individuals born on this day who give themselves over to an unremitting pursuit of pleasure. This can actually work out quite well for a time, but inevitably spells disappointments, jealousies, possessiveness, and pain. For more highly evolved February 11 people, improving the lot of others is a creative task which they pursue with great ardor, and dedication. In contributing to the quality of life, like living standards, diet, and entertainment of others, February 11 people may not only wish to make life easier and more pleasant, but also more meaningful. Improvements of a practical nature may only be a means to allow more time and energy for intellectual, creative, or spiritual concerns. Indeed, those born on this day are remarkable in that they are able to enjoy the pleasures of life without becoming mired in them or losing sight of what is most important. Freedom is a central theme for the lives of February 11 people, particularly in regard to overcoming limitations. Transcending the limitations of their body, whether overcoming congenial or acquired handicaps, or just shoring up their deficiencies, can be both challenging and rewarding for them. In fact, February 11 people hate to see themselves or others held back by any sort of disadvantage, whether physical, mental, or financial. Unfortunately, in their desire to improve the lot of friends, family, and acquaintances, they may demonstrate a better way of doing things with all the best intentions, but wind up being resented for it. Those born on February 11 can overlook the fact that most people prefer to be left alone and do things their own way, even if they make mistakes or do poorly. Certainly, it can be difficult to watch foolish or stubborn people go on making the same errors and failing to take advantage of opportunities for improvement, but that is precisely what those born on this day will sometimes have to do. February 11 people who rise high in society can be regarded as mavericks and antagonize more reactionary spirits who are threatened by change and progress. Thus, in order to remain successful, they will need to cultivate a large measure of tact and diplomacy and become more sensitive to those situations which are best left untouched. Numbers and planets. Those born on the 11th of the month are ruled by the number 2, 1 plus 1 equals 11, and by the moon. Those ruled by the number 2 often make good co-workers and partners rather than leaders, and this underlines the social orientation of February 11 people. The number 11 also lends a feeling for the physical plane, as well as a possible interest in twins, coincidences, symmetry, or other doubles. A Moon-Uranus connection, Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, makes for an unusual and eccentric characteristics and a tendency to be highly idealistic. I find it fascinating that this book doesn't address master numbers, because being born on the 11th, you'll be influenced by that master number 11 too, which is, it's marked by someone who learns a lot about a lot of different things, and they want to spread the word and help others. It kind of lines up with this whole improved comfort thing too, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, 11 people, they learned so many interesting things, and they want to help teach those things out in the world. But they're also they're like translators and communicators from higher realms. So that's something, right? Yeah. All right. So okay, in tarot, the 11th card of the major arcana is Justice, a serene seated woman holding the scales in one hand and a sword in the other. She reminds us of the order of the universe, and that balance and harmony will be maintained in our lives as long as we continue on our path. The positive aspects of this card are integrity, fairness, honesty, and discipline. The negative aspects are low initiative, impersonality, fear of innovation, and grievances. In health, those born on February 11 may encounter more emotional difficulties than average. Usually, they want to have things their own way and can be quite childish in satisfying their needs, sometimes at the expense of others. In order to help them understand why they so often find themselves in emotional hot water, a course of therapy or psychological counseling could help. Overeating and sensual or sexual overindulgence can be a problem for some February 11 people, but generally not in the more mental types born on this day. February 11 diets should be directed to some extent, but not subject to too many imposed health regimes or regimens. As far as physical exercise is concerned, many less athletic February 11 people are relatively unconcerned, but should nevertheless make an effort to integrate some moderate, non-stressful form of outdoor activity in their daily routine. Advice. Try to pay more mind to what people really want, not just to what they appear to need. Allow others more privacy. Observe your ideals and principles, but don't impose them on family or friends. Meditation of the day. The pursuit of pleasure ultimately involves the suffering of pain. Whoa, that's deep. Maybe it's not that deep. The pursuit of pleasure ultimately involves the suffering of pain. Interesting, man. These meditations are awesome. Okay, so if you were born on this day, your strengths could be that you are helpful, inventive, and appreciative. Your weaknesses could be that you're excessive, over-involved, and insensitive. Dude, I waited on 2 people that it was their birthday today at the restaurant. It's cool. They're some of my favorites, right? So cool. So those born on this day: Thomas Alva Edison, inventor of the light bulb, photograph, wax cylinder record, kinetoscope, and a forerunner of motion pictures. Founded Edison Gas and Electric. Mary Quant, a British fashion designer and innovator. Virginia E. Johnson, sex researcher, Masters and Johnson. Joseph Mankiewicz, a film producer and director, All About Eve and Sleuth, and a screenwriter. Paul Bocuse, a French master chef. Nouvelle cuisine pioneer, Nouvelle, cuisine pioneer, a restaurateur of Paul Bocuse. I think I said that already. Okay, so Burt Reynolds, film, TV actor, signed with Baltimore Colts as football player. Car accident led to acting. Lloyd Bentsen, U.S. Senator of Texas and vice presidential candidate. King Farouk, Egyptian ruler, overthrown in uprising. Manuel Noriega, a Panamanian dictator. Unprecedented capture and extradition by U.S. government, convicted of drug offenses. Henry F. Talbot, a British botanist, physicist, and photographer pioneer. Rudolph Furkuzny, a pianist giving concerts in his 90s. Tina Louise, a film and TV actress. She was Ginger of Gilligan's Island. Kim Stanley, a film actress. Leslie Nielsen, a film actor. Gene Vincent, a rock and roll singer. Sir Vivian E. Fuchs, a British geologist, explorer, and writer of Ice and Men. Eva Gabor, a Hungarian-born film actress. Roy Fuller, British writer of My Child and My Sister. Carl Brantler Pratch, an Australian astrologer. And lastly, we have Rudolf Bauer, a German modern painter and art theorist. Boom! So, Dang, thank you for joining me on the 11th of February. I hope this could help you on your path, maybe get to know yourself a little more. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day whenever you come across this. And I guess that is all for now. I'll link the daily oracle read once I get that all completed down below if you're interested. And take care of yourself. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Mwah. Thank you.